Hey guys, and welcome back to part 2 of Abe's Exoddus. When we last left off, we pretty much introduced ourselves to the game. And we got some work to do, because there's a bunch of Medokans left in Necro Mines, and we've just had to leave our buddies behind because they're pathetic lightweights that can't handle their drink. And as apologies to the last part at the end of it, I thought we rescued 31, when in fact we rescued 26, and those last 5 we will rescue eventually, but yeah, I pretty much threw myself off thinking that they were rescued when they weren't, so officially we've rescued 26, but I remember that now, so. And as you can tell,
we'll get to them.
We got some more crevice stuff here, which I like those fans as well. Do you know what those fans remind me of? They remind me from the game Flashback.
Do they?
Yeah, when you go onto the second level. It's an old Sega Mega Drive game, or Genesis for you Yanks to know about. But as you can tell, we've got some more brew bottles, which means we've got another secret. Yeah. I was ready for you this time.
Speaking of Flashback, I looked up the sequel, Fade to Black, just to familiarise myself with it.
We've played that game.
We have, but I started looking it up again just to see it again. And yeah, I didn't realise how far I didn't make it in that game. I said that a bit backwards, but you know what I mean. I made it that far in the game.
Right, now we've got another 7 to rescue in this tunnel. Now we've got 31.
Is that a different 5? A different 5?
It's 31. Overwrite it, yeah. Yeah, that was a different 5. It wasn't the same 5. We're not going to see those 5 for a long
until the next cutscene.
Say again?
Until the next required cutscene for them. Do you know what they could have done?
Whee!
They could have made like a little side game, just for like the shits and giggles, where it follows those 5 Medokans' adventures through the factory.
Maybe.
And you get to play as them, and it's like the same sort of game, but like team-based.
They are planning to introduce new characters in the sequel remake. I think it's called Abe's. No, I don't know if actually it has the name Abe. I think it's called Soulstorm Brewery.
Right.
Because I think the first game was just called New and Tasty.
Yes, I remember that coming out a while ago.
But I don't know if it's called. But I don't know if it had the tagline Abe in front of it. But they actually introduced a new character to play in that one. It's called Alf. Which it's sort of like a side plot to when Abe was rescuing his buddies. There was another Medokan who was rescuing others as well. Which is pretty cool. Anyway, we've got another secret to go on. If you can notice those bottles on the left. And you just got to do the 32-bit leap of faith. And you go over here. It's very easy to miss that, because you can't tell sometimes. Nope. Yeah, you can't tell where some of the secrets are. They're very good at hiding them. Let's just say that. You definitely need to do a lot of trial and error.
Well,
in order to
so
find
makes them a good secret.
So yeah, we take care of those sligs, and you go through this little door here. Let's go. Lovely transitions as usual. I swear, it's like... This is what I love about this game. The way they make the mines look. It looks so vast and expansive. It makes you think, like, how big would this mine be if it was in real life? Like, it would stretch for miles. 50s, maybe hundreds of miles. And yet, the only 2 planes you can actually access are the background and the foreground.
Yeah.
Which, in and of itself, is like, it's not as overwhelming as I thought, but it doesn't matter because you just use slight bit of imagination and the rest the game does it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's another great way to get these Medokans to move. Just fart in their face and they'll get the hell out of there.
Get the hell out of Dodge.
So rescue those 3.
Speaking of which, cities. How come? Where did it? This is a factory making products, right?
It's not technically a factory. This is where they
well, they get the resources.
dig up
for
the
factory.
resources, exactly.
But where in either of the games, where do the people live?
Oh,
like,
shit.
where are the cities and towns that these products are going to? Where's the populace?
I don't know. The game never actually they never explain that. I think in these 2 games, they may do in the later ones.
Yeah,
but I actually
maybe.
haven't played the games after this, because then there was
So there's a 3D platformer one, wasn't there?
Yeah,
I
that
remember
one-
seeing that in a magazine
called-
one time. I was
yeah.
like, that's a bit weird.
That's called Munchie's Odyssey.
Right, okay.
And then the one after that was Stranger's Wrath. But I never played those
There
games
was
because
another
for
one?
some stupid reason, they were exclusive Xbox games.
Right, okay.
So, yeah, that was a smart move by the company that did this. I can't remember if it was called Oddworld. But yeah, they decided to take Microsoft's money and say, oh yeah, let's just release the next 2 games only on
Lame.
Xbox. Yeah, genius.
Lame.
Which, you know, I've got to say, not
I guess,
one of their best ideas. Oh, crap.
I guess
back
then
here.
maybe they explain it because it's a bit weird.
Say again.
I guess those games probably explain it because it is a bit weird. It's just like, well, who are you making these products for?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's like...
We don't even get a little
pay
short
homage.
FMV of the skyline or anything, which is just like, ugh.
It's like you couldn't have at least paid homage to all the people that, you know, gave you all those money. All those monies. And all those sales. Wanted to buy your game. On the PlayStation. And then you just outright sell your next games on the other consoles, which I know for a fact didn't make as much money. And I don't know how they feel about that, but you know. Yeah, I like to laugh at this. Yeah, so you get to have a lot of fun with these, controlling these guys. It's so cool, it's so funny to hear Abe laugh at their deaths. It's so sadistic sometimes. Of course, really, who can complain, really? These guys are enslaving your kind. So the reason we needed to kill that guy was to obviously find this little secret here. Did you get to that? And those are the next, or the last 4 in this tunnel. Hehehe.
Cool.
Yep. And there's drills that are involved in this game as well, as you can tell. Oh, hello guys. Nice to see you again. I see you've drunk all the Soulstorm Brewery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're all hungover. Can't do anything with them right now. But the game, I may as well show you this. This is one of the sick emotions that you can get. Medocan friends are sick from Baru. You must complete the quests of the Medocan spirits to heal them. Return here after you've completed the Medanchi and Medumo vaults. So yeah, more vaults and more
so
trials
it's
we've got to
like
go
the
through. Yeah, it's like the first game with the
Forest
paramites
Cave
and
of the last
scraps.
one. Yeah, yeah. Oh, blimey.
So we can either go to the start of Tunnel 2, just in case you missed any, or we can just exit and go straight into the next area. Which is brilliant, because I'm going to go save. Select 38. And now we're introduced to the slugs. Well, not really introduced to. I mean, we remember them from the last game, and they certainly remember us. Oh, but here's a new addition: baby slugs.
Which are about the same size as background slugs.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, maybe a little smaller. Oh, here we go. So yeah, the way this works is we've got to lead these slugs over here. And I've already fucked up. Crap.
Then zap them. But not like that.
You roll too fast. Oh, great. Brilliant place to save it. There we go. So this little electro field here is like an instantaneous thing that we have to trigger. So we have these little baby slugs. Don't let them fool you. They will also one kill you as well.
I just like how there's a random electro field in the fucking corridor like that.
I think it's for this reason particularly.
Like in real life, obviously this isn't real life, but in real life that just wouldn't exist.
I know, but this is a fantasy game, so...
I know, but it's just fun. It's like, what's its purpose? Other than to kill enemies?
I haven't a Scooby-Doo. So
Only
you'll know about the rock system. I don't think I need to explain it. It works exactly the same way.
Only the mine workers know.
Tunnel 3. Yep. Gonna save it, because... Oh, for God's sake. Abe, you suck. What? Die. And as you can tell, we've got more bottles. So guess what that means?
More secrets?
It means death. That's what that means. He couldn't take the bottles. He had to just drop off. Oi. Okay, so I can't remember if this one is a little timed. No, not really. I mean, there are some secrets where you really have to act fast, otherwise the Medokans will die. Which is so amazing. Oh, that's right, we were introduced to the blind Medokans. The fun part.
Hi. Follow me. Okay. Wait. Okay. Where? Hi. Hello. Follow me. Okay. Wait. Okay. Where?
Yeah, so the gimmick with these guys is they'll follow you by listening to your voice, whereas if you don't tell them to stop, they'll just keep walking.
Hi. Hello. Follow me. Okay. Wait. Okay.
Okay.
Follow you. Hello. Follow me. Okay. Follow me. Okay.
Okay. It's good that we got that done in one go.
Follow you. Hello.
Now,
Follow me. Okay.
get these guys to follow you, and don't lead them into this portal, because as you can notice right now, we've got even more bottles. And this game likes to pull a red herring on you sometimes. So there's secrets within secrets.
Follow me. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you gotta do is go into this next screen here and introduce these guys to this other sets of valves, and then
Work.
get them to work. To which we can now
Follow you. Hello. Follow me. Okay.
get them to access up here with some more blind Medokans. And there's the rest of the others. Yeah, so a little bit sneaky there. It's very easy to miss that.
I like that the secrets are short.
Hahaha. No, mate. These secrets are short.
But there's longer ones.
Oh my god. Yes. Much longer ones, I'm afraid. They get so
Alright,
convoluted. It's not even funny. So we're up to 45 now.
Huh.
Making good time. I'm actually going to try and skip as much of those transitions as possible, just because it's the same thing over and over again. So we're on 45.
I mean, it's better than a star wipe, I guess.
It's better than what?
It said it's better than a star wipe, I suppose.
Oh god. You're thinking of Simpsons then, weren't you?
No, I was just thinking of PowerPoint in general, but I am thinking of Simpsons now.
Yeah, it's the one
Well,
with him
with
trying to get
Simpsons.
Ned a date or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
God, weird. So far, so good. We're making good timing. We've only got 30 Reductions left. Try not to get too close to the mines. And... ugh, I gotta say, this part is a little annoying. I mean, they really want you to, you know, get used to the throwing rock mechanic. Even though we already kind of covered it in the first game. But this is still technically for people who haven't played the first game. So for all of you...
It's either that or a case of they couldn't come up with any alternative.
Yeah, they were limited
new-
to how much they can evolve in this game. Again, they had 9 months to work with. Which I
Yeah,
gotta say,
like,
they did
what
a
are you gonna come up
fantastic
with in
job.
that
They raised
time?
the bar to all the mechanics that you could ever involve with this game, and they cranked it up to a proper 11. So,
Well, if they'd had more time, just like imagine the things they would have put in then.
oh well, yes and no. I mean, it's the PlayStation
But
1,
yes,
so
yes
you are
and no.
limited, really.
Yes, but you know it can do quite a lot. To be fair, this is just a sprite-based game, so it can do even more than other games probably might be able to.
That's true. I would have loved to have seen more stuff with them. Oh crap!
Yeah,
Got too close.
that blast radius is a bit big.
Oof. Okay. It's also a good. It's a good opportunity to look at every little crevice on this game as well, because even though every secret, or most secrets in this game, are represented by the bottles, I'm sorry, every section where you see bottles represents a secret, but not every secret is basically advertised by those bottles. Because as you saw
Not
in the
every
very
secret
first
has
screen, we didn't see any bottles, we just saw a container full of bones. Now, you can very easily miss that secret as well, so again, it's a bit of a risk.
Those are the obvious secrets.
Sake, Abe, you really need to grow a pair. Okay, now I
know.
think I don't need to waste any more. There we go.
Just hop over.
Just leave those.
Cool.
Just leave them. They're fine. They're doing their thing.
Hi, you. Well, we'll be. Okay.
Oops. that was mean. Yeah, you didn't need to stop chanting there, Abe. You could have just, you know, carried on. Oh god, he's there. Oh, god, I was freaked out then. I was like, why can I see him?
Disappeared.
It's funny how these blind Madokans are completely no idea where they're going, and yet as soon as they hear the bird portal, like, yep, let's make a beeline straight for it. They know exactly where it is.
They got
I
supersonic
think they're
hearing.
trying to play on Abe's sympathy there, just to, you know, get him to feel sorry for him. Dude, you're gonna get rescued either way. You don't need to worry.
They can see where they're going. They're just squinting.
Okay, so I've got another tunnel. I'm gonna turn off all these drillels. Open this. There's only one employee in this tunnel. Oh god, they really are scraping the bottom of the barrel, aren't they?
Employee.
Hi. Well, we'll be. Okay.
Yeah, this is one of the drawbacks of rescuing the blind ones. They don't run. They just walk. So you gotta drag along. Wait for them to catch
Would you
up.
run if you couldn't see? I wouldn't.
Well, depends. If something's chasing me, I've kind of got no choice.
Yeah, but then you're fucked. You might as well just let it get you. Because you're gonna run into something. You're blind.
Okay, we're in tunnel 5. Let's make sure. Overwrite, because I've already played this game. Did a bit of off-screen playable, just to test out the recording and the settings and everything. I'll go into more detail later
You got this
on.
far doing that.
Well, I'll go into more detail about how I needed to test all of this stuff in order to get the proper
Hi.
stuff recorded.
I'll just test this game, see how it goes. Oh, there's the credits.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
tempted to do that, actually, play the whole game through.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was very tempted to play the whole game through, simply because I wanted to make sure I could find out all of the secrets as best as I could without needing to use the guide.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, I am using a guide. Okay, I've played this game multiple times, but every so often I will forget that there are secrets around. And
Yeah.
it's quite difficult
Hi. Will be. Okay.
for me to learn this. So every so often I'll boot up my walkthrough guide, and I won't use it to like progress through the game. I'll only use it to figure out if there's a secret in the area, and then I'll figure out how to find the secret. But that's the extent of me using it. I mean, after you've seen the way I've played so far, I mean, clearly you're looking at me. Come on, you can tell I need it. Was there only one? Okay, well, I'm hoping this isn't the exit of this tunnel. Yeah. Ah, yes, this part. Yep. So there's a secret here. It's up here. There's one secret, although there are actually two technically connected. So what I'm gonna do,
Right.
I'm gonna leave these two here and show you another way around to rescue them. Oof, thread that needle. Okay, now this one I need to save here because I'm gonna need to move fast. Ah,
Damn.
that was my fault.
You got gibbed.
There we go. Oh wow.
And again.
Yeah, well, you know, quick saves are your friend in this game. I get it, game. Christ.
Certainly.
So this is actually a secret that leads to doing something, like switching off this drill here, so you're able to rescue this particular Budokan. And if you come over the left side, or the right side, sorry, you can rescue these two from this point.
Cool.
So, yeah, that's pretty much all you need to do. Oof, okay. Yeah, don't even let those drills touch your feet. They'll just make you spontaneously, you mutilate yourself.
That's
Okay.
what I've seen.
And don't even try, by the way, don't even try to rescue these Madokans if there's drills going off. As you can tell from before, they don't run. They don't move fast. You're pretty much going to be shit out of luck trying to rescue them. To thread that needle is practically impossible. Only a
I like how
fool
those-
or a murderer would pull this lever. Or lever. Well, which one am I?
I
just thought I'd show you.
Okay.
Who am I to say no to that?
See, what I like about those drills is that
Okay.
they've clearly drilled all the rock away, yet they've still just left turned on.
Okay.
I know. Hence
There's
the
a
name.
bit of a waste of electricity there.
Yeah, it's weird what these are meant for. But I mean, who knows? Maybe it's just to make it easy, the Madokan's job easier. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
just no rock or mineral there, is there? Just the
It's,
drill
it's
going off.
probably drilled it all the way, yeah.
I do love how.
But but they're just not turned off for some reason.
So this is a little interesting. Yeah, let's wait for the slig to start spazzing out.
Is that a Slig rap song or something?
Wait till it gets off the screen.
Hi, you will follow me. Okay. Wait. Okay. Woo.
And here it comes.
Follow me. Okay. Wait. Okay.
Yeah, so there's a little pulley there that activates those two drills, which obviously we didn't want to do whilst the Madokan was under there. I swear they've been placed there purposely by the sligs just to see if they could be morbid enough to kill them, which they would. Let's face it, they totally would.
Well, yeah, let's make their job harder.
I mean, they beat these Madokans to death. There's only one on, killing them as many ways as possible. Right. Now we got that pulley. No. This will lead us to the other two,
Hi, you will follow me. Okay.
which we want. Before it takes a million years to get in. Come on.
Wait. Okay.
So get these guys to wait here, and then deactivate these drills now, because we're on the top part. But we also want to rescue these guys, which we wouldn't have been able to do if we didn't deactivate the drill on the right, which is this one. So even if we would have gotten this far, we technically wouldn't have been able to do anything with them.
Hi, you follow me. Okay.
Come here.
Well, now you can.
Follow me. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, well, you're blind. Of course you're going to get pissed off if you walk into a wall.
You can't come in.
Wait. Okay. Okay.
See, I did you guys a favour then. I could have let you walk in that wall.
Follow me. Okay. Okay. Okay.
And there you have it.
Scatman John.
We got those 7 rescued. And as soon as we get to the next area, I'm going to end the part here, because it's almost been half an hour.
Cool.
We're doing good so far. We've rescued 58. Got another... I can't maths. 17. Yeah, 17. Let's just go to the other area. And... let's do... Alright, so far so good. So here's 58. Pretty sure I've done this one already, yep. So thanks again for watching, guys, and see you in the next part. Take care.
Indeed. Goodbye.